If you're a nonprofit and you're not talking about IRA rollovers, you are missing out. IRA rollovers are amazing. My name's Jessica. I've been in fundraising for over 20 years. I'm a certified fundraising executive and consultant, and I love IRA rollovers. Let me tell you why. First, these are immediate gifts, but made out of assets. So these are not planned gifts where you're going to have to wait 10, 20, 30 years for the gift to actually be realized and be put to use in your organization. We love planned gifts too, but that's not what these are. These are gifts that while they're made out of assets, which means that they can be larger, they are going to impact your budget this year. It's real cash now. But since they're made out of assets, they're basically the retirement and investment accounts that your donors have built into over a lifetime. They can be larger gifts usually than gifts made out of straight income, which is normally what you're getting in your annual fund. So IRA rollovers are fantastic for your organization, but they're also amazing for your donors. Donors do not create a tax burden when they take the funds out and roll it over to a charitable organization. So that means that they're not creating the need to pay taxes if they don't need to take that money out for personal use. If they're using it for philanthropic purposes, it's going to be basically tax neutral for your donors at best. But if they have a required minimum distribution, they're of a certain age that the government says you have to start taking money out this much per year, then this is going to be tax advantageous for your donors instead of just tax neutral, because they have to take that money. And if they don't need it, it's better for them to roll it over to a charitable organization. These are also really easy to initiate. Normally, it just requires a phone call to the person managing the IRA, and they tell them how much and which organization to send it to. As the fundraiser, you are going to want to give them the appropriate information. Usually it's the EIN for your charity, and they will pass that information along to the manager of the account. Now, you are also going to want to promote these. That's the other piece that you're going to have to do on the fundraiser side. But after that, it becomes pretty easy to actually make these happen. And you can do up to $100,000 per year as a qualified charitable deduction or contribution. And that is very significant. So this is real money that we're talking about here. And a lot of our donors have done very well. They don't need to take these required minimum distributions over a certain age. Now, you do have to be 70 and a half years old or older, but you can start talking about IRA rollovers to your entire data set right now, because you're just training people to think this way so that when they reach that age, they will be able to do that. I've had great success in promoting IRA rollovers and always get inquiries about this from donors saying, oh, I have an IRA that I have a required minimum distribution on. I don't really need to take it for personal use. Let me see what I can do for your organization. I didn't even know that this was a thing. So you need to be talking about IRA rollovers. They are a fantastic opportunities for nonprofits to get larger gifts that immediately hit their budget for their annual fund or other immediate usage, but they're out of assets. So yeah, make sure that you have a promotion going for IRA rollovers, and more specifically, donors who didn't take their full RMD for 2023 tax year have until the 15th of April to do it. So you need to be talking about this now for the folks who waited a little bit too long and need to reach that RMD for last tax year. So people should have this on their minds now. Make sure that you're out there promoting those IRA rollovers.